Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Dorsey Made Gaming Podcast. We're on episode 4, y'all. We making it do what it do. But anyway, y'all, I kind of want to jump straight into it because we got a lot to talk about today and not a lot of time to talk about it. So there's been a lot of information going out about Madden NFL 18. And the other day, they actually had a Q&A or an AA ask and answer anything or however they say it with Jake Stien, who is the I think he's the director over Madden Ultimate Team or something to that effect. And I just wanted to go through and read a couple of the questions that was asked and rather some of his responses to those questions or just the responses in general. Let's start out here. Jake Stien says, the question was asked, can I play team play in another mode other than Madden Ultimate Team? And this is a very important question because we talked about this in the live stream. We talked about this in the videos. And like I said, when I first heard the interview with Jake Stien, that he basically said that, team play is coming back to Madden, but it's coming back in Madden Ultimate Team. And we left a window open to kind of say, maybe, they're going to add it to franchise mode or play now mode or something to that effect. Me and Goat, I know me and Goat was talking about that. And he asked me, he said, if I, because I said that I would play Ultimate Team if, since team play is there. And he asked me a very valid question. He said, if team play is in the other modes, do you still play Madden Ultimate Team? And I told him, probably not. Probably not. But let's hear what Jake Stien had to say. The question was, again, can I play team play in another mode other than Madden Ultimate Team? Is another common question I've seen. That's what he said. The answer is no. Team play is only available through Madden Ultimate Team in Madden 18. Wow. Now, I know we've been talking about the DB, wide receiver matchups and things like that in team play. The fact that they're doing this in team play, it makes me wonder, will like the defensive back stuff only be exclusive to team play? Or is this going to be something that's going to be in all of the gameplay? Like, basically, are there going to be wide receiver DB battles that the computer does? Or is this a feature that we're going to have to control ourselves? The reason I'm asking is because it's starting to look like Ultimate Team is taking on a mind of its own in a sense. Now, it says there are a couple of reasons why we came to that decision. For one, we had to take a look in the past and identify why team play wasn't highly engaged with. We feel that it simply did not have a true home. Wow. OTP living outside as a separate mode, or online team play, living outside as a separate mode really hurt it, in my opinion. Also, while I completely understand a portion of players want to play with regulars, that doesn't have a ton of replayability. All you would see in the past are players playing with the 2 to 4 best teams in the NFL that year. As someone who did not work at EA and simply loved playing Madden and team play, that got old quickly. Putting it inside Madden Ultimate Team allows us to inject the rich team building aspect of Madden Ultimate Team combined with our daily live services. It's going to be just as fun winning off the field by building your lineups as it will be dominating on the field. So essentially he's saying that, okay, and this is my problem with that. Who are you to say that you create a game and you give us the option to play with who we want to play with, how we want to play. So if people playing with 2 to 4 teams, that's their choice. You see what I'm saying? And he's saying that there wasn't much replayability in it because of what? Because in Madden and franchise mode, you're drafting players, you're trading players, you're making all these different acquisitions and things of that nature. So Jake Stien, buddy, I'm not getting your point, man. What are you saying that it gets old quickly? You can't speak for the entire Madden community. There's a huge group of Madden. That's just like saying that franchise mode will get old quickly. You see what I'm saying? Because those same people that you're saying only play with 4 to 5 teams of the best teams, aren't they going to do that in franchise mode playing by themselves as well? So what do you do next? Cut out franchise mode? No. I don't feel like one person has the right to speak for the entire Madden community. In the DM gaming community, there is a ton of us who would like team play in franchise mode. Me, personally, streaming the games, I would love to start a franchise and be able to play with the people in the community. We would love that, but we're not going to get that this year, guys. We're not getting that this year. Next question, or another question that I highlighted. One of the best things about playing online can be celebrating on the way to the end zone. Any chance we could see some group celebration antics in team play? So now he's asking about celebrations. Mind you, the entire Reddit was supposed to be only about Ultimate Team, but I digress. Jake Stien replied, we won't have a button mechanic for team celebrations, meaning there's not something that you can push for the entire team to celebrate. The person with the ball will definitely be able to celebrate, though. But this is what's interesting what he said. But I know that the Madden team was excited to see the NFL relax their stance on that issue. Hopefully, we are able to squeeze some of those back into Madden this year. So, you know, in the long run, we know that they want to do, like Rex Dixon said, they want to do more with celebrations and things of that nature. With Jake Stien is saying here, you know, I kind of thought that they would have implemented better or more complex celebrations into Madden 19 and 20, but it looks like they're going to try to do something as far as the celebrations in Madden 18. Possibly, you know, when you score a touchdown, you have I don't know. So I'll say this: it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with if they're able to. You know, it doesn't sound like it was something that's set in stone because he said hopefully we're able to squeeze, which means it's a tight deadline. It's going to be a long shot, but it's definitely something that could happen. My question is, I wonder if it's something that they could implement later on with the patch or a download or something to that effect. All right. Another one, talking about the camera angles. He said the question was asked, will the camera angle change to a player locked screen or can you use the normal camera? He said, nope, great question. You have full D-pad camera controls just as you would in any traditional game. Recently, there's even been a new squads specific camera. So a camera angle specific to Madden Ultimate Team squads that is more focused on the position you are playing. It's hard to describe with words, but it's not a bad look. But for me personally, I'm still using the traditional Madden camera when playing squads and occasionally zoom out if I'm trying to cover a wide receiver on the outside. Now, what's interesting about that is that they like I told you with the frostbite, a lot of people asked about what are they going to do with the frostbite, improving. Me, I want the camera angles improved in career mode. When I'm playing cornerback, I don't want it facing sideways. I would rather the camera actually face the defense. That way I can see everything in front of me and not have everything kind of at a side angle. That's really, really dull to me. I really don't like that. And it does affect how you play the game. I don't think that it's fair that when you're on defense, you have this horrible camera angle, but when you're on offense, hey, it's right behind you. Everything's all good. I don't like that. But the fact that they are changing things up in a little bit for the camera angle, I'm just going to speculate here and say that I hope that they would change some camera angles for career mode and franchise mode. When you're playing the single player franchise mode, I think that would be cool. All right, and then we had another question. He said, I know EA likes to take things out to bring things in. Does this mean the end of Draft Champions? Now, this is a question that even I alluded to because when they first talked about Madden, they got the stuff, they talked about Madden Ultimate Team and they talked about franchise. When you go to like GameStop or Best Buy or Amazon and you look up the game details, it did mention Draft Champions. So I thought maybe this was the end of Draft Champions. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Jake Stien replied, this is a squads-focused AMA, which is Ask Me Anything. He said, but I'll quickly say drafting will be a much deeper experience this year. So draft champions will still be in Madden 18. It's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere, which is good because I mean I like draft champions better than I did Ultimate Team because uh Ultimate Team, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the microtransactions. I understand it from a business standpoint, but to me it turns too much into a play to win type of thing. If you got the money to buy those packs, you'll have a great team. However, y'all, in defense of that, yes, I've got to be on both sides. I can't just be biased to my own opinion. I have to look at the facts. Madden 18 in competitive mode, I'm going to tell you something. In simulation mode, yeah, the stats are going to matter. But in competitive mode, man, it's skill based at that point. So, you could have the best lineup, but if you lack the skill, you're not going to win. And you know what I like about that is the fact that that's how it really is in football. The best team doesn't always win, The best team doesn't always win the game because somebody messes up, user mistakes, user error, and things of that nature. While stats do play a factor, stats play a factor to me on paper in football. You see what I'm saying? Because yeah, you can have I've seen guys that was faster than me, stronger than me, taller than me, probably had more size than I did, but I was a better player than they was, and I've seen it in other positions as well. You see guys that have all the talent in the world and you wonder like, wow, why are they not as good on the field? Or, you see guys that are monsters in the weight room, but, on the field, it doesn't translate. So stats are for paper. You still got to get out there and execute, and that's real life. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think I'm going to be a huge fan of competitive mode once I get down that target passing mechanic, which I think, like I said, is going to be a crosshair type of thing, something that you actually turn on and off, like if you want to do target passing. And if you can, I think I like that. I like being able to put the ball in the spot. And really, with the target passing, it gives you a better sense of playing quarterback other than just passing the ball. Yeah, you can lead your receiver and all that now, but I think with the target pass and putting the ball in the spot, like I said, especially if you can look off the safeties and things of that nature, that's going to be phenomenal. But to address the thing that I talked about yesterday with the wide receiver DB thing, to say that it's going to be in the combine, y'all, I want to clarify this. This clearly speculation. I was talking about what I took from the photo because I know some people were saying, Rex Dixon was referring to that as, DB wide receiver matchups in team play. Okay, but why not take a picture of the entire office playing team play? You see what I'm saying? Because right now, the only people playing it is the developers. And when I looked at the picture, you only seen two guys with controllers at one screen. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, no, this couldn't be draft champions. You need more than two people. Yes, you can play against the computer, but like they said, like Jake Stien said, if you go read his AMA, you got to have three people to play draft champions. You got to. You can't go into draft champions with two people. He said they might try to, fix that later on or something. He said, but right now, you got to have three people. And I only seen two people with controllers. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe somebody else had a controller that I didn't see or something to that effect. But, I don't think it's far-fetched that if, wide receiver and DB battles and stuff like that play such a big role in it, that if we get a career mode, that you'll probably have some kind of mini game about that too. Because if the developer's having such fun with that, I would like to think that they would put that in the game somehow so that people can improve those mechanics and stuff like that and have some fun with it in one-on-ones, Clearly speculation, but that's why they do stuff like that, to get the community speculating. Not only that, but they do stuff like that for people like me that, hey, maybe they get an idea off of that. They actually do stuff like that. They throw out something and they know what it is, but, maybe a good idea comes out of it. And they're like, yeah, we didn't think about that. Let's put that in the game. They do things like that as well. You see what I'm saying? But all in all, I mean, looking at the AMA, it wasn't just like too much revealing information. Once again, we may see like tidbits of information here and there. I like that they're focusing a lot on Ultimate Team right now because it leads me to believe that they have a lot left to announce as far as the story mode and franchise mode. Like I said in the last podcast, I kind of feel like they leaving us out with franchise mode, but they may have some juicy details about franchise mode and stuff. If they improve in the gameplay, like I said, it's gonna change franchise mode anyway. Um, but I really think they're gonna have some pretty good surprises for us, man. But this podcast isn't very long, y'all. It's the weekend, and I know y'all got things to do. Like I always leave off, y'all, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at DorseyMade87. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/DMGaming06 and YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/C/DMGaming06. We're getting very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, y'all. And when we do, we are doing another Madden Gold Edition giveaway. Mr. Antonio Wilson. I said Williams last time. It's Wilson. Mr. Wilson won the first one for his Xbox One. So when that game comes out on the 22nd of August, he's going to get him a copy, y'all. He's getting him one. Yeah. Y'all can get a piece of that action too, y'all. We making big moves. Still haven't heard anything back from iTunes yet. iTunes, if y'all listening, we need to get this podcast on y'all for the iPhone listeners can download and listen to the podcast. We want people listening to us, y'all. But as I'm signing off, y'all, like I always sign off, till next time, and God bless.